Another sweet man like me. I need to get up.
The following podcast is intended for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised. Studio Amnesiac presents The Lady of the Lake, an audio horror experience. Written and directed by Parker E. Ryan. Starring Jared Todd Littlejohn. Episode 5. The Rift.
Riley slept. She should have been happy. Warm, safe, cuddled up to the boy she liked. She had every reason to sleep peacefully, but no matter where she was, no matter whose bed she was in, her dreams were not peaceful. She dreamt of a rainy street in Dublin. She dreamt of an attacker, following close behind.
Hey, let go! Get off!
She dreamt of a brief struggle. She dreamt of being on the ground with hands clasping her throat. She dreamt of a body falling lifelessly onto her own, blood from its bullet wound seeping into her clothes in the pouring rain. Then she dreamt no more.
All right, what are we making? Nothing in the fridge. Great.
Morning, love. What can I get for you? Water?
No thanks. Can I get the 4 for $5 Innsmouth special, please? Thanks.
Name?
Isaiah.
Sure thing, hon. Something bothering you, love?
Yeah, it's just I planned this whole big vacation with my friends, and it's been nothing but problems. Angie's been sick for days. Monty's pissed about it, understandably so. Matt won't even talk to me. Eddie's the only one who seems to be having fun, and that's just because of his new lady friend. I feel like everything I've been trying to fix is coming apart faster than ever, and I'm the only one who cares. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be bogging you down with all my problems.
You want my opinion?
Go for it.
Don't worry so much.
Why hadn't I thought of that?
I mean it. Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. Someone of note said that. I forget who. Might have been John Lennon.
Didn't he hit his wife and also, get shot in his prime?
Beside the point. What I'm trying to say is, you'll figure it out. Don't get so caught up with the here and now. Things are always bigger and more complicated than they seem. Now let me get that 4 for 1 special.
Employee of the month, 1926? Hey, miss, I think the date on that frame might be wrong.
What's that, hun?
The picture of you says 1926. That can't be right.
Oh yeah. No, the year is right. That's not me though. It's my great nana.
Whoa, that's quite the resemblance.
Shit!
I'm sorry, I didn't know anyone was awake.
No, it's. I'm sorry. I'm just a little jumpy right now.
What were you...
Oh, sorry. I'm Riley.
You're Riley? Like, the Riley?
Yeah. You're Isaiah, the tall one. Ad talks a lot about you guys.
Yeah, likewise. Is he up?
No. I'm just. I know I probably seem like a total arse right now.
It's okay, I understand. I was just bringing breakfast. If you want, you can eat with us. There's enough for everyone.
Thanks, that's really nice. I can't though. I need to get home.
No worries. You have a nice day.
Thanks. You too, Isaiah.
Yeah?
Hey, Dad. It's me. I just really wanted to talk to you. Are you okay? You don't look...
500 people.
What?
No more, no less. It's always been 500. People go missing all the time, but no one looks when it happens because they always turn up soon enough. It always comes back to 500.
What? Dad, I thought we could talk about Dublin. I know you don't want to, but I really need to...
Dublin?
Yeah. What happened...
Something happened in Dublin.
Nope. Nothing happened. Sorry, I guess I'm just tired. That must be it. I'm gonna lay down.
Love you, hon.
Yeah. Love you, Dad.
What the hell, man?
Rise and shine, sleepyhead. We're going hiking.
I don't know about that. It's still dark out, and everyone else
Doesn't
is...
matter, because it's just going to be you and me. Come on now, hurry up. Mountain trail ain't going to walk itself.
Angie! Angie, where are you? I don't know what's wrong with you, but we need to get you to a doctor. Angie?
Monty trudged through the forest underbrush, calling out for her partner and clutching at her abdomen, which was seeping crimson life from the scratch marks Angie had torn open hours earlier. The injury had been haphazardly bandaged by a spare white, now red bedsheet.
Angie? Please talk to me.
If you had an Olympic-sized swimming pool in which was a great white shark, and you added a single drop of blood, roughly 1 part per 10 billion, the shark would detect the drop within a fraction of a second. This phenomenon goes beyond a meager sense of smell. In the wild, it's an acute, all-knowing awareness of prey in the immediate vicinity, and no matter how fast the prey may swim, no matter how aware it becomes of its circumstances, it's now only a matter of seconds before it's reduced to nutrients and viscera in the maw of something bigger. In this particular case, our fish was not swimming away from the shark, but trudging through the woods, calling its name.
Angie! Angie?
The song called Monty's attention, and she followed the sound from its origin, and soon she'd find it standing on the lap of a babbling brook, facing the sky and singing to nothing and no one, and holding a sharp rock in her right hand. Angie only vaguely resembled the woman Monty loved. She stood, staring into the black abyss of the sky, completely naked in her hair, damp and matted to her skin. Her eyes were pale. Monty tried to say something, but the fear clutched her by the throat and kept the words inside. Then, slowly, as the thing that was once Angie continued to sing, it raised the sharp stone to its own neck. The stone broke the frail, moistened skin on the sides of Angie's neck. Beads of dark scarlet began to trickle, lightly at first, then quite heavy, and the homemade gills the thing had carved began to gradually open.
Why did you decide to do this now?
What do you mean? We've been planning this hike the whole time.
You know what I meant. I thought the point of vacation was to have a good time.
This is a good time.
For you, maybe.
Do you remember when we did this trip last time?
It wasn't 6 a.m.
You've been sleeping in every day, man. We're worried about you.
No, you're worried about me. The other guys don't seem to care at all.
Don't say that.
Why not? It's true. Eddie's spending all of his time out of the house, Angie's got the sniffles, and Monty.
She's going through a lot, man.
You know something? I really don't like this place.
No?
No, last time we were here, I told you I hated it here. It smells bad, the weather sucks, the people in town are weird as hell.
I guess I thought you changed your mind by the end. You said you ended up having a good time after all.
I did have a good time, but it wasn't the place. That's why I called Leon to pick me up.
I'm sorry about what happened, man. I know you...
No, you don't. I'm sorry. It's just, that's what everyone says. I know what you're going through. Sometimes it's, he's in a better place. Maybe it's all a part of God's plan. And every one of them says, tell me if you want to talk. I know they mean well, but truth is, Leon was the guy I talked to when this kind of thing happened. He was there for me. He was something stable I could lean on when I lost my balance, and now he's just gone, and I'm left all by myself. Sometimes I catch myself being happy, you know? I catch myself mid-laugh and I think of Leon. I picture him sitting next to me and watching me. When I sleep, he's always there, and he tells me how much I hurt him by moving on too fast.
You're right. I don't know what you're going through. But if Leon really was here, if you were talking to him right now, do you really think he'd want you to be unhappy? No, he wouldn't. And you know that. He'd want you to live your life. He'd want you to be happy. That's why I planned the trip, you know? I thought if you got your friends together in a place you loved, you'd realize you're not all by yourself anymore. Some plan that was.
Good plan. Good plan. Thank you. Thank you.
Don't thank me now. Look.
Dawn arrived very slowly that morning. The sky changed colors like it couldn't make up its mind. As the great, beautiful sun swam delicately upward above the horizon, the following day would be the worst of my life. But right there and right then, everything was okay.
Detective?
Yes?
You're meant to be out on morning patrol, sir.
Yeah. I was looking at the...
We found Ralph Higgins.
What?
We found him, crawling around near the caves, just as crazy as ever. That's good news, isn't it, Detective?
Yes. Good news.
But there's been some disturbing discoveries near the caves as well.
Disturbing?
Yes. There were flashlights. Someone's been poking around nearby.
That's bad.
You're right, Detective. It is rather bad. But we can catch them.
We can?
Yes, sir. And you know,
I think it may be those American kids. Don't you?
Yes, I do.
You can find them, Daniel. You're a detective after all.
Yes, I can.
And when you find them, will you kill them for me? Daniel, you're feeling thirsty, aren't you?
Yes. Thirsty.
Why don't you have some water? Here, drink it.
Help! Help! Anyone! I'm hurt and
Usually, if you're running from a violent attacker, anyone you come across who isn't said attacker is a relief to see. As Monty found in that instant, the feeling is somewhat muted when the man in question is on his hands and knees, drinking from the edge of a lake.
I recognize you. We ran into you earlier this week, didn't we? You're a cop. What's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel, I need help. I don't know what's going on, but there's something wrong with my friend and I.
Don't worry, lass. Come with me. We'll get you patched up.
Thank you.
The sunrise lasted only a minute or two, but rather than the typical dreary Irish weather, the sky became black once again as dark clouds began to flood its surface. Isaiah and I knew something was wrong. Then we saw them.
Matt,
Officer? Daniel? What's happening?
It's time.
The townspeople, they were walking, no, marching in perfect unison with each other. I remember thinking of insects, the way ants seem to flow or glide instead of crawl when you lifted a rock they were hiding under. There were so many of them.
Daniel? Hello?
Matt, look.
What?
The townspeople down there.
They're marching.
Jesus, they look like zombies. Where are they going?
The lake. They're going to the lake.
Come on, we gotta go.
He took my hand and began to run back the way we came. It was then that I noticed just how weak I felt. I tried walking, but my legs felt lighter with each step.
Matt, what's going on? Talk to me, man.
I don't feel so good.
Look at me. Don't look at them. Look at me. You're gonna be fine. One foot in front of the other.
Okay. We made our way down. My head felt like it weighed 100 pounds. My eyelids felt heavier. Every step felt slow, forced like I was walking deep underwater.
Come on, we're nearly at the house.
People. I pointed. There was an old woman coming out of the library, shuffling in unison with the rest. I looked into her eyes and I saw that awful teal glow. I knew she couldn't be trusted. None of them could.
She looks confused. We should ask if she needs help.
No. Keep moving.
What? Why?
Just trust me. It's just a feeling I've got.
The Lady of the Lake is an original audio horror podcast produced by Studio Amnesiac Entertainment. All rights reserved. Starring Jared Todd Littlejohn as Matt, Nolan Reiter as Isaiah, Christopher Wilson as Edgar, Tiana Ali as Monty, Jasmine Lynn as Angie, Chloe Elmore as Riley, and featuring Wolf Williams as Leon, Dermot Arrigan as Dan, Ailish Jeffers as Walsh, Sidney Keane as Ralph, Emma McKenna as the waitress, Leona Burke as the librarian.